record to the cloud. Okay, dear Heavenly Father, we just thank you for this time that we're coming together. I pray that all the training that I'm going to give from the recap of seminar and the other things, that they grasp what they need to hear and they implement what they learn. And Lord, I just thank you and I praise you for all the things that you're doing in our unit and in each and every one of us every day. I pray that we look up to you for guidance and wisdom and all the other things. I pray this in Jesus' name. Amen. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so I actually am going to do some recap from seminar before we jump into week 3 of summer camp. And I did email out the week 2, the homework, but seminar is just a place that you grab nuggets and you're going to take something away from these. But like Holly Lowe at our Mary Kay National Area night, the first night we were there, Holly Lowe, NSD Holly Lowe spoke to us. And so I've got part of it on a YouTube video. She was frantically searching for somebody that recorded it because it was so doggone good. It's going to get you. It's going to get you. So let me see if I can go ahead and pull it up so you can watch it, and I'll screen share. So let me see if on my screen, come on, screen share. It's not screen sharing. Why is it not? There we go. Just took a minute for it to do it. It's good. So some of it you might laugh, but some of it you may not. So let's get started.
Here, I think back to how my business has not only shifted my income, my opportunities, my career path, my position, but it has also shifted my entire life. Anyone? The way I think, the way I lead, the way I love, the way that I serve, it's actually changed my little boy and my husband's life forever. When we feel frustrated, disconnected, feel like our company has changed, newsflash, it has. But, say but.
But.
We are now a global company, and that does shift how things look and feel to us as a sales force. It is not a bad thing. But those of you who have 10, 20, 30, 40 years under your belt, you know it does feel different. True?
True.
What I want you to understand is different is not bad. Please hear my heart when I ask you and beg you when you leave this room to make a list of all of the perks, possibilities that are available to you. All of them. Not what you got, but what is available. Make a list. Every opportunity. Directors, do you know now you can make more money as a sales director than I ever thought about making? Say what? All the bonuses available. I can't imagine the millions that would be on these NST plaques. You guys, believe me when I tell you, even our valleys in Mary Kay are paved in gold. They are. I need y'all to lean over all the way. I know. Just lean as far as you can. Slide your shoes off. And I want y'all to grab your toes. Can you do that for me just 1 second? I promise this is going to make sense. Just put all the pinky toes. Squeeze, because I'm going to step on your toes just a little. Can y'all handle a big girl talk today? The truth is you feel a shift, but your house payment and your goals and dreams do not care about your feelings. Say, uh-oh. We have a spoiled, rotten American society that has idolized social media, hanging out, and idolized your comfort zone. We feel guilty for being vision-led. We feel guilty for being strategic, powerhouse leaders. We feel guilty if we leave the dog at home too long. We feel guilty if we don't sit every meal on every table. We feel guilty for not doing everything for our kids. Did you love your parents any differently when they weren't able to make it sometimes? Your husband, your dad, and your grandma, they never apologize for going to work and chasing down their dreams to provide a life for you and your siblings and your family, because that's what they were called to do. I told my son, I'm raising you to be a man. I'm raising you to show up and live the calling on your life, buddy. That means if I'm not in the stands, you're not seeking my approval. So sometimes, last seminar, I missed missed his World Series, but I got to watch him on ESPN as he's living his dream. I said, I hope you hit more home runs and have the best game of your life, because he knows whose approval he seeks. So as a woman, I've given you permission. Guilt is from the enemy. Say thank you, Holly.
Thank you, Holly.
Now when your vision is clear, all these crappy excuses can disappear. You are a leader in this season for this appointed time. You are anointed, appointed, called, and equipped to chase down your God-given dream, life, destiny, my friends. We can sit on the sidelines and we can be mad that it doesn't look like it used to, or say, or this family business that you love so much, the culture that makes your heart beat fast, gives you a place to belong. This sisterhood of women that has been your iron, and they held you up when you couldn't hold yourself up. Newsflash, it's not our company's back to carry that. Our corporate staff is not supposed to pass it on. They don't share the legacy with others. They don't build this company. They don't increase our sales force. They're not charged with enriching women's lives. That's our job. Say, my responsibility.
My responsibility.
Girls, we gotta get in our lane and stay there. Our sales force lost our vision along the way, and therefore we blame and say, it's not the same. Truth bomb, mic drop. Are you ready? Are y'all ready for the big girl talk? The culture that you create with your customers, your consultants, your personal red jacket team, the culture you create with your unit, your sister sales directors, the culture is here. It is alive and breathing because the culture lives in you. You are the keeper of the dream. Are you keeping it, or are you sharing it? The company is doing all they can financially. And honestly, it's the richest compensation in Mary Kay history. Did you know that? Have you seen the millions that these nationals retire with? Imagine your potential to double, triple, and quadruple that. But it's not the company's responsibility to put money in your bank account. They're not charged with setting your heart on fire, changing your life, building your dream, or chasing down your calling. Y'all, if we want to know who's charged with that, open your selfie camera. It's all on me. Say that out loud.
It's all on me.
Say my responsibility.
My
Say I'm
responsibility.
responsible for.
I'm responsible
Say all
for.
I can control is.
All I can control is.
Who wants this company to move forward for another 60 years? If I, Holly Love, don't want this company to have to go start recruiting people, guess who better start recruiting? That's our job, you guys. I'm not here to fuss or preach, but I'm here to help you get your perspective right. Holly Lowe is whatever reason Holly Lowe is blaming for not meeting every goal last year. Win or lose, I own the finish line I choose. Win or lose, I own it. Because it's my responsibility. Say my responsibility.
My responsibility.
And when I own what I was unwilling to do, only then I can grow. Every athlete has a decision to make to either do or not do what it takes to get to the next level. If I asked you right now, and I want to show of hands, 99% of you would say, I know exactly what the one thing is I've been unwilling to do to take myself to the next level. How many of you know the one thing that you've been unwilling to do? Raise your hand, raise your hand, raise your hand, look around. You know. I was having a conversation with a sales director who desperately wanted to earn a pink Cadillac. She rallied her unit every quarter, and they got down 3 times this past seminar year. September, December, and March, and they needed 48,000 wholesale every single time in the last month. Right? It's like, come on. She was so frustrated. It was the 4th time. It's the finish of the seminar year, and she has 6 weeks left. She said, you know what? I mapped it out, and if I could get 5 new bookings a day, I could finish this cart. I said, great. You can totally do that. 5 bookings a day. I train my girls to find one magnificent obsession, the one thing they can track. But here's the reality. When you believe you're doing enough, you'll work differently. If you believe you're not doing enough, you'll always creatively avoid doing enough to get enough to finish the thing. So she comes back a week later and said, I know I said I was supposed to get 5 bookings, but honestly it makes me feel bad. I'm obsessing about it. I still ain't got 5 bookings yet. There must be something else I should track. It doesn't feel good or make me feel empowered. I'm not doing it. I said, okay, good. You're going to do it again. If you believe you need 5 bookings and that's what your God-given gut answer is, then you do it or you don't drive your pink car. I said, you're not stopping. You're not coming off the wall like Nehemiah 6:3 says, I'm doing a great work and I cannot come down. Stay at it frustrated. Stay at it doing it hard. Do it aggravated. Do it when you feel like it's not enough. When you do things out of discipline, they become the things you crave to win your day. So only when you're willing to look stupid, that's hard, feel misunderstood, be questioned, and be criticized, that's when I know you're willing to chase down your God-given dream life destiny. Guess what? To this day, almost 90 days later, she has still not gotten 5. Poor Jessica. But going for 5 changed every single thing. She went from, I am not doing this, and her unit crossed 48,000 wholesale in June and doubled her high of 20,000 wholesale month. And she earned her very first pink Cadillac. Lean in when it's hard, when it feels scary. I tell my area, whoever's in their booking box the most, that's who's winning. This is not a beauty pageant. It is a blue collar dollar business. I gotta log the hours, drive to the houses, book the appointments, hold the parties, prove me wrong. You see, friends, your pink power shift is simply your new decision to walk out what you already knew to do. God doesn't care what you did yesterday or last year. That is no evidence to him of what is possible for you this year. He called you anyway, and guess what? My yesterday is over. Today is my greatest gift. That's why it's called the present. When I want to know how to predict my future finish, I check my vision today. I check that my head, heart, and guts are in alignment, and then I check my blue collar time clock. Your pink power shift is in you. Some of you have walked through impossible situations, and yet you still stand here. You showed up. You stayed when your best girlfriends walked away. You stayed and fought the good fight. You are a remnant. It's in you. Mary Kay's impact, her heart, her vision, you hold that in your soul. You have to quit worrying about getting to Red, getting to Director, getting to Cadillac, getting to National. The only thing you can control is what you think, say, and do. That's it. This year, as you walk out of here, you better decide who you want to be. When you decide who you want to be, then you go do what it takes to be her. That's when you get to have. Be, do, have. God doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the call. He knows the seeds of greatness are inside you already. The parties, the faces, the appointments, that just waters the seeds that you already have. A tiny acorn was always destined to be a mighty oak tree. I became a pink Cadillac director long before my unit ever produced enough wholesale to order a pink car. I sat in that Premier Club car every day, and I smelled my pink Cadillac leather. I became the woman who was a pink Cadillac director in my mind, and in that blue collar dollar log in the time. I love you, but I don't care what your unit's doing. I don't care what your team is doing. I don't care if your customers order. I care what your vision is and what new commitment you walk out of here with today. We missed Gold Circle last year because I didn't build the number of first-line directors that would finish it. Now, I could have sat back and made a list of everybody else who missed their goal. That if they had done their part, we would have finished. However, say but.
Right.
Leadership is giving away the win taking full responsibility for the loss. So my power shift, since July 1st, I had my own power shift. I had to get clear on my vision. I had to be brave enough to stay Diamond Circle again, even though I missed every single goal I set for myself last year. Makes 2 columns. One, what happens if I do it? All the possibilities, all the impact, and what happens if I don't? How does it feel to sit in the same place again year after year? Who will be impacted if I don't do it? And then the second thing is I had to get an affirmation prayer manifesto. Guess what? I spend morning and night listening to a recorded version of me speaking God's truth and promises. Why? Because the bigger the calling on my life, the more the enemy has a target on my back. And guess what? When I take a day off, he doesn't. I have a bullseye on my back, and he won last year. The old me, I cowered down to some of the lies the enemy had spoken over me, but guess what? I will beat her. I will train harder. I will eat cleaner. I know her weakness. I know her strength. I've lost to her before, but not this time. She is going down. I have the advantage because I know her well. She's the old me. You see, this year I'm different. I'm so clear. I am prayed up, favored up, buckling down. I will no longer question my word, shrink my voice, or wait for permission. I am divinely wired to break cycles, shift atmospheres, and create abundance. I break agreement with fear, guilt, and shame. I only align with joy, peace, power, freedom, boldness, and truth. I walk in my anointment. I carry legacy, power, and purpose in my bones. I'm a builder of people and a breaker of chains. I'm a beacon of light. This is who I am, and I will not forget it again. My beautiful diamond ring leaders, you are in the middle of your pink power shift the minute you decide to be. Someone needs who you're becoming. Please don't give up, brave girl. May 2026 be the year you relentlessly, unapologetically chase down your God-given dream, life, destiny. I'm cheering you on. Happy seminar!
Yay, let me get out of that one. How'd you like that?
It was good.
Good, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, she was powerful. She was
Yeah.
powerful. I was sitting right in the front while she was speaking. We were sitting
Mhm.
right in the front row. She was good. Okay, so I've got one other speaker, and then we're going to go over week number 3 of summer camp and a couple other things. And this one was a director class. It's on social media. And I picked it because it's tips from Emily Schutte. I have one YouTube video that was a little bit longer. She might have shortened it up a little bit, took the beginning off, but it makes you think differently about your social media presence. And it's not just for directors, it's for anybody in Mary Kay. Anybody who wants to use social media, which you should, but I'm going to go ahead and share the screen. And this one's a little bit longer, but you have to listen to her. And she's got a challenge for you at the end. But it's really good. It makes you think differently about social media. Just saying. So let me go ahead and share it. And then we'll get on with our homework and stuff.
Now we have another teacher
Okay.
for you.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure I didn't click the sound. As long as you can hear it, then it automatically clicked the sound. If you can't hear it, let me know.
Her name is
Okay.
Lee Shoot, and she's going to come up here and be teaching on skin fluence. Okay, this one's a good one because you're always wanting to know how to sell through social media, okay? And we've given you tons of classes on that, but she's going to give you the down and dirty, nitty gritty, and actually teach you what you can do, okay? So take it away, Emily. Ooh, got fans. Okay.
Yes.
It's Emily Schuette, and it's spelled.
woohoo!
Okay, it's all good. Everybody gets it wrong. It's SCHUETTE.
That's right.
Yeah. Venus knows. Okay. I've been building my business for the last 20 years, and the irony of training this room on social media is not lost on me. I have to start my training by telling you where I was. You see, I was a director when I heard the class was about social media, would say, oh,
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about it.
Uh-oh.
Meet Base 44.
time for a bathroom break. Time for me to follow up on those bookings on my phone. My attitude was so great, but you guys, honestly, it was so innocent because I told myself for years, that's for them. That's not for me, but that's for them. You know, the super young, the super charismatic ones, the social media is for them, but it's not for me. Also not for me because I do tons of virtual beauty sessions, but my joy zone is holding in-person parties, and my discipline is doing 10 to 15 personal parties every single month, seeing between 50 and 80 faces personally. So I thought it would be helpful in this training to not just give you tips on how to get started with your online presence, but to tell you why you want to get started. And before you go to the bathroom, or start looking, okay, I want to say that I can almost promise you that you're going to leave here with a new thought about it. In fact, there's something that I'm going to share with you that kept me awake for a whole week. Ooh, got quiet.
Yeah.
So, the first thing I want to tell you about social media is that it is for you. It is for you. It is for the in-person only people. It is for the virtual only people. It is for the hybrid people. It is for the young. It's for the wise. It's for everyone. In today's business environment, it's crucial to getting the best results in all aspects of your business. Do you know that it affects your hold rate? We're going to talk about that. No matter how we work it. It's also a key piece of attracting the next generation of Mary Kay, but also to attract your ideal customer and your ideal audience. So I'm going to share a story about Erin. No last name, just Erin. It was November of this last year, and I decided that I wanted to do a fun promotion with my unit in December, a sales challenge with my unit. And the ones who completed it would be invited in January to a fun ladies' night out at my home, where we were gonna eat dinner and do this like super fun activity. And like we do, I started to think about, what could this activity be that I do with my unit? And one night I was scrolling on my phone and I saw a post in New Prague Happenings. That's my town's like Facebook group. You know how y'all are in those groups? Yeah. It was from Erin. She said she was a local artist who recently started hosting paint nights, and that she'd even come into people's homes. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was instantly like mesmerized by this. I was picturing my achievers and I sitting around this table eating great food, we were laughing, we're painting, we're having the time of our lives, all in the convenience and personality of my home. I couldn't wait to get it set up. And then I was DMing Erin. And a thought we've all had before started to creep in. I started to wonder, wait, is this legit? What does local artist even mean? Is she even good at this? And before you know it, I am slapping on my FBI badge, going into full investigation mode, scouring the internet for what I could find of this Erin.
Yep.
This leads me to something very important. And I want you to know that it may be unknowingly affecting your business and why it's the single, in my opinion, the single most important reason to have an online social media presence. In 2025, and I believe in perpetuity moving forward from today, lurking is the new networking.
It is.
Lurking
Yep.
is the new networking. In the age of deep fakes, AI, fake news, no one trusting anyone, people are vibe checking us so hard.
Yeah.
And in today's business environment, people trust people more than they trust businesses, and they buy into things through people they know, like, and trust. Lurking is the new networking. I've also heard that lurking is the new resume of today.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so if you're job hunting. You shouldn't be, but you are. And think about it. Really think about it. We've all done this, right? So in my case, it was with Erin, who, by the way, is amazing and actually a team member of mine now, so it turned out great. The payment is amazing.
Yes.
But you wanted to order something. You know, you kind of got suckered into something on one of those little Facebook or Instagram ads, and you're all excited about it, and then you get to the checkout, and then before you hit submit with your credit card, you all of a sudden have this, like, thing in your mind going, wait, is this even a legit website that I should be entering my credit? I mean, raise your hand if you've done this. You know, like the entire room. Okay, now to the thought that kept me awake for a week. Close your eyes. Close them. Everybody close them. I want you to imagine every single lead that you've texted or called this year. Facial boxes, brides, referrals, warm chats, every single person that you've called or texted to book, or to recruit, or to team build. Now, I want you to think out of all those women, I want to think of every single one that ghosted you. Oh, that's right. You're gonna think hard about them after this. And I'm telling you, you're probably thinking, Emily, no one in the history of Mary Kay has ever asked me to think about these people. In fact, we try to like bury that. But I want you to go home and think about every single last one of them. Okay, open your eyes. In the past, we would say, oh, it's just a numbers game. That's why you're getting ghosted. Yes, to an extent. But friends, I want to share with you that there's probably a high percentage of those leads that had a moment of fleeting interest, where they were imagining you and their friends around their kitchen table, learning all the secrets to a perfect beauty routine, laughing and having fun, but when they put their FBI badge on and conducted a full investigation of you, they either couldn't find anything, or worse, they found you and they didn't vibe with what they saw. Lurking is the new networking. Have you Googled yourself recently? Because when you Google me, my social media blows up the results. Pages of YouTube videos I've made, my LinkedIn, my Instagram, my Facebook, my team website, my presence. And I am here to tell you, it's why I believe I have to be one of the highest party hold rates known to mankind. Like, people don't cancel on me. It's weird, it's weird when they do. And it's because people know me before they know me, and they rarely cancel because of it. Okay, let's all take a breath. So let's talk about smart steps to get your social media and online presence going, because here's my thing. If people are gonna creep and lurk on us, let's give them something great to lurk upon, right?
Right.
And I also have gained so many team members and customers online as a result of this. I'll get more into that in a second. Before we dive in though, I want to say, if you haven't had a huge online presence up until this point, I get it. It's hard to know what to say, what not to say, what we can say, who's going to reach out to us if we say it. And what I would say to this is seriously, really, look at the social media guidelines posted on InTouch, because they're really good and there's a lot on there about what not to say. And yes, my name is Emily Schutte and I get it wrong sometimes too. And I've even gotten emails from legal, and I'm still here. And they even asked me to train. And I'm not legal, so I'm good. So you guys, we have to stop using that as a reason to not do it.
Who's coming in the driveway?
And one thing I've been hearing a lot lately, Megan set the stage for it, we have real talk, okay. Corporate only tells us what to say, or what not to say, and not what to say. I have an answer for that. Just know that when we put disclaimers on things, okay, I just want to talk for a second about disclaimers, such as when we post about cars, you know how you have to do that, the top 1%, that disclaimer? Even if you just post a picture of the car. In fact, on one of my YouTube videos, I had just in a graphic of the video, had a Cadillac on it, and I had to post the disclaimer in the thing. So just put the disclaimer on it, But there's also other things like earnings claims or languaging like be your own boss, full-time income, or anything that denotes financial stability and freedom. You guys, it's just to shield us from the regulatory powers that be. And the reason we don't get the words to say instead is because then we would all be saying the same thing and we would sound like robots. Which is a great segue into my tips on how to start growing this online presence and to start thinking about what to say. So the first tip, this is my favorite one. Some of you maybe heard me talk about this before. It is branding. Now when people used to talk about branding, I was like, bleh. Because I thought branding was creating epic captions, photos, and content for hours a day. I thought it was those people that sort of seem like they have a photographer following them around, and then like an inspirational quote over the photo, and you're like, where is this photographer following them around? Here's what it actually is. It's just your authentic self, that you are a human being with routines, likes, dislikes, feelings, and that you're approachable. We all have likes, dislikes, and we can all be approachable. People trust people more than they trust businesses, and people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. It does not have to be perfect, it just has to be you. So I'm gonna tell you about Jess and Kathy. Jess signed her independent beauty consultant agreement into my unit in February of this year on Valentine's Day. Okay, that date's important, so think Valentine's Day. About a month into her business, I noticed her just authentically sharing the products in her stories and reels on her Instagram account. Honestly, it was nothing super noticeable. You know, just like videos of her removing dirt from her day. She's the manager of a dog grooming facility using our micellar water. At the time, I really didn't think anything of it. Now I'm gonna tell you about Kathy. Kathy used Mary Kay a long time ago and was looking to get back into the products and in the back of her mind, maybe even into the opportunity to help fill in when real estate was slow. Kathy told me in her welcome call that she lurked. They will tell you they're lurking on you, by the way. She lurked online for a long time. She lurked upon top national sales directors. She lurked upon top sales directors to see who she might vibe with the most to get started on the products and to join their team. She happened to stumble across my new consultant, Jess, on Instagram and just clicked with her vibe. Jess was being so real to Kathy that she trusted it and she chose Jess. Jess got her very first team member in Kathy, and Jess just started in February. She was picked over top people in the company because people trust people more than they trust businesses, and people want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. I tell you this to illustrate that getting customers and team members online isn't just for the people posting perfect, witty, and creative content. It is happening to people with very little experience in the actual business. Does this make anybody feel better?
Yes.
Okay. And they're just putting their brand and their authentic self and their likes and their dislikes out there online. They are literally just showing up consistently. I know all the social media people say this, but like, it's true. Remember, I was the girl who went to the bathroom and now I'm teaching this, okay? So, your business, like if you think about your business, is how you operate, right? Like your sales, discounts, metrics, profits. It's how you make money. Your brand is how you are perceived in the minds of your dream customers. Have you ever thought about your dream customer and your dream team member and how you create value for them? And regardless of how much time, if you've never like thought about brand in this way, regardless of how much time you spent on your brand up until this point, I am 100% certain that your customers and potential team members have a perception of it. And being a ghost online and not having a brand is your brand. Yeah, okay, I heard some groaning there, so that means okay. All you people hiding, here you come. So I'm gonna give you an easy challenge later, in just a minute, to show you how to get started with this, because some of it's just really overwhelming to think about, and like, how do I start, how do I do this? But it can easily start today. Okay. The easiest way to build your brand, you want to know what it is? You might not like it. Let me see what time it is. Oh, plenty of time. You got to stop copying and pasting. You know that post that goes viral around the Mary Kay world and we all repost it. The algorithm doesn't love it and it looks copied. This is also why we are not being told what to say, because we'd all just copy and use the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna say this. All the virtual assistant companies are gonna hate me for this, but a lot of what we're doing is what I would call mechanically created content. And that worked, but it's so 2020. That doesn't work today. People are vibe checking us hard, right? So, I see so many people who are really trying, and I just want to validate you. Like, if you're really trying to get your social media going and you're just thinking, I post all the time and I have 0 engagement. How many of you kind of feel that way? Like, just a little tiny gulp hand? Okay. It's because it is not your vibe. Okay? It's created by someone else or some other company. Now, if you feel like you want to use some of that, like a good use of content like that is as a filler, right? It's a smart use. Then do what my consultant Brianna does, and she just like takes the mechanically created content and adds her picture to it, or uses it as a background in her video, or adds her wording to it so that it does sound like you and it is your vibe. Also, when it comes to ChatGPT, use it to get inspiration on hooks, ideas, posts, but be weary of copying and pasting from there, because I'm going to tell you right now, I can instantly tell when someone has posted something from ChatGPT.
Oh yeah.
Because no human being on earth has that good of emoji placement. Also, my best video tip, since video is my passion, is when you're making a video, don't talk to the camera. Talk through the camera to your ideal audience and your dream customer. Talk to them, don't talk to the camera. Again, make it sound like you. Your ideal audience is waiting for you. I promise. Okay, my second tip. Pick a platform and crush it. You do not have to be good at them all. Isn't that great news? There's Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. I'm on all of them and have a presence on all of them, but I found out early on that my passion was for my YouTube channel. It just worked for who I am and how I like to talk to people. It's also the second largest social media platform. Whatever platform you're gonna choose, make sure random people are able to find you there. It would need to be public and not completely locked down. So either set up a business account or put your profile in professional mode or make those YouTube videos public. I also mix content, posts, reels, stories, no matter where I'm posting, I always direct it back to the platform of my choice. That's my favorite, where I'm crushing it, which is YouTube. So all my reels, like on Instagram and Facebook, point back to my YouTube channel. Have you visited the My Mary Kay Facebook group recently? Did you guys know it's all social media education now? It switched. It's good. There's also some really revamped and great info on Social Media Central. They have a really great guide that you can download. So if you went there a couple years ago, go there again and really look at it and give it a chance, because it's really gotten revamped. Like, trust me, it's good. Number 3, I want to share with you how getting team members and customers from social media happens. Because remember how I said at the beginning that social media wasn't for me, it was for them? Part of it, honestly, was I always wondered, how the heck do people get team members and customers from it? I didn't understand the concept that your ideal customers and audience are waiting for you to start showing up online. I don't care how old you are, how creative you are, how tech savvy you are, start showing up. Please, I'm Florida, Minnesota nice. Okay. Julie laughs. Some of my best team members this year, okay, this is fun. Some of my best team members this year, I heard Megan say it too, came from my YouTube channel. In fact, I have gotten more sales and team members from my YouTube channel this last year than I got from all my virtual parties combined this last year. Now, disclaimer, I do 70% of my parties in person and 30% virtually. Wanted to mention that. And I'm not getting these team members because I'm blatantly asking them to join my team. In fact, that isn't even advised per the social media guidelines. But it isn't also how, like, especially on YouTube and TikTok, they don't operate that way. It goes against their rules. And it's also what my 9-year-old and 12-year-old would call cringe. It's all about me showing up as my authentic self and giving people ample things to lurk upon. It's also about showing and telling people about me living my life within the Mary Kay opportunity, versus blatantly telling them about starter kit specials or asking them to join my team. So the common thing that I have found from every single team member I've gotten through my social media has said this: I saw your customer content, liked what I saw, liked you, they even think I'm funny sometimes, and then saw, in addition to that, the great education that you provide for your team, and I thought, I want to give it a try too. And I do, I mix my consultant training videos and customer product videos. I get questions about this all the time. Emily, I can't believe you mix them. I do, because I have nothing to hide. Because the distance between who I am in person and who I am every day and who I am professionally, the amount of difference between all those is 1%, and it's a language thing. Like, I use certain words with my besties and other words I don't use professionally. You know what I'm throwing down, okay? So, otherwise we'd say zero distance, but there's 1% there. Okay, I want to share this with you. Anna is an example of this. I woke up on June 30th this year with my favorite email in the whole world in my inbox. You know the one. Congrats, you have a new team member. Isn't that the best? Yeah. And I remember thinking, I don't remember talking to somebody recently or sending the link to someone. Wonder who it is. And y'all, this happens somewhat frequently to me now. It was Anna, but I didn't know who she was. So I texted her immediately and said, Anna, hi, welcome to my team. I don't think we've met, or I'm mom braining hard today. Because I do that, you know, mom brain hard. Okay. She said, no ma'am, we haven't met at least yet. Hopefully I can meet you at seminar here in Charlotte. She was excited to join with me because of the resources I provide. It started with my customer content, led to my education that I have for my team members. Lurking is the new networking. People trust people more than they trust businesses, and they want to do business with people they know, like, and trust. Okay, fourth thing. I realized as I started getting results like this that I had an obligation to teach the independent beauty consultants on my team to show up online too. And that could be an idea for this year for you. So I'm going to share with you an idea or two on how I've done that. I've hosted in-person nights called Boss Unit Boardroom. So my unit name is Boss Unit. So Boss Unit Boardroom, where everyone sits in a boardroom. We meet at this bank. We sit in a boardroom. We only do this like once a month. And we all bring our device of choice. It could be a phone, laptop, tablet, right? So whatever they do business on. And we get things set up. We talk about what we're posting. We help people set up Instagram accounts or YouTube accounts. We show people how to post to their stories. Sometimes I'll take fun photos of them, like with the starter kit or holding products, so that they have things that they can add to their content. And if you're wondering, like, Emily, how did you figure all this stuff out? I watched YouTube videos on how to do it. And honestly, that's a point to be made. I stopped relying on waiting around for other people to teach me to do this, and just decided that it was important enough that I needed to learn it myself, so that I have to seek out that knowledge too. In fact, are you guys excited? You don't even know this yet, okay? A good place to start sharing content is based on the handout you're gonna get from this class. They're giving you it's cardstock. They're serious. Like, this is heavy paper. I only print on cardstock if it's for real. This is for real. Okay, so this, like, true story, this is really good. So these are actual tangible examples of how you can post with, living your life within the Mary Kay opportunity, but not blatantly telling people, join my team and that type of thing. So here's some examples. Hook idea. This is what I wish I knew before I started my Mary Kay business. And then it gives you like a paragraph on like, you know, go to a section on marykay.com, pull up facts about our founder, Mary Kay Ash, our strong commitment to sustainability, our product promise, and other valuable information. And they've got 6 of these here for you to start, okay? So raise your hand if you are thinking new thoughts about this today. Who is thinking a new thought? Oh, okay, that was my prayer for this class, was to have you thinking a new thought. I'm so glad you didn't go to the bathroom. I'm ready to issue you my challenge. This is gonna help you get started on this. Every day for the next 10 days straight. You gotta do it for 10 days. I don't know why I just made that up. It's my rules, okay? So every day for the next 10 days straight, I want you to post to your stories.
Want to manage your business all in one place? Try Intuit QuickBooks.
I'm gonna give you ideas here, okay? Both Instagram and Facebook, if you have both. And did you know that if you post to one, you can easily tell it to post the same thing to the other one? Like I start an Instagram and say, yeah, throw it in Facebook stories too, thanks. It's like your own little assistant. Now, this might give you hope. I realize not everyone here knows how to post to stories. In fact, I was 3 years old when I figured it out. Not even kidding, 3 years ago I started posting my stories. It hasn't been that long. So, if you're someone in this room and you feel like I am so super confident in posting to stories, I could teach the class on it, raise your hand. You are confident? Okay. Wow, okay, not many. But look at the people raising their hand. And if you are not confident, before you leave seminar, or ask your beauty consultants, they're gonna feel so good being able to help you with something, right? Maybe you've got that consultant who's good at this. Have them teach you how to do it. I had to teach a lot of my consultants, so my unit and I did this together. And if someone asks you to teach them, don't judge them if they don't know, okay? So here's what you're gonna post. I do not want everything to be about Mary Kay in the next 10 days. Because again, your assignment is to show that you're a human being with likes and dislikes and not robotic. So I did this challenge with my unit one day. I posted a picture of me headed to a Mary Kay party. Then the next day it was about my cat. And then the next day it was about this snake that like goes under my garage and it looks like a piece of spaghetti going, it's disgusting, okay? And then the next day it was about my kids playing with the cat. Like, I'm not even kidding you, this is all I did for 10 days. Here's why. This is fun. When you post to your stories specifically, notice how I said stories, not your wall, not your feed. This is your opportunity to lurk upon who is lurking upon you. Seriously, it's an experiment. The initial picture of me going to a party maybe had 145 people looking at it. My cat Dottie, she gets 300. But I'm telling you, listen to this. That team member that's ghosting you, she's looking at it. That customer you tried to book again and again and reschedule again, she's looking at it too. I'm serious. It's kind of exciting. Also, my unit members that have never done this noticed how much fun it was as a team because we were all seeing each other's lives playing out. And they also started to realize that on the first day, they didn't have anybody looking at their stuff, and by the end of 10 days, they had an audience. So it's literally this simple. Also, the more you show up online, the less you overthink about showing up online. I get asked this all the time about my YouTube channel and how I do it. I can't believe I maybe can't tell you this, but if you were to go to my channel and scroll all the way back, like just scroll all the way down to the bottom of my videos, there is some money management video from 2017 that was filmed in 2009. I have really bad hair. It is painful to watch, but it will give you hope. In showing up more frequently since then, though, I stopped thinking about it. In fact, I never write a script. And if you're worried about your content not being good enough, do you know the crap your kids watch on YouTube? Like, one of the most popular channels on YouTube is kids unwrapping Kinder eggs that have like things in it. And we're worried about our content. Like, looking like our kids are looking. And you'll start to realize that people will watch the worst content on the internet for hours. So please do not overthink this, okay? Okay, I'm gonna close with this. I honestly cannot wait to see you at seminar next year and get a full report from you on how your business changed when you just started showing up as you online. Seriously. And maybe next year, you're gonna be the one teaching the social media class. So thanks, everybody.
Well, did you get some tips?
Yeah.
Did you realize people were lurking upon you?
I wonder about that.
Ah,
Hmm.
makes
Yeah.
you wonder. I know people look at the stories, but I had no idea. Yeah. I'm going like, woo. Yeah, so these, they gave us a cardstock of the 6 opportunity post ideas for social media. One of them is showcase the flexibility of your day-to-day life. Number 2 is dispel common myths about Mary Kay products or the company. Now, number 1, the hook idea is, here's how my Mary Kay business fits into my life. And you do record short clips of various moments of your day, include timestamps to show how many hours you spend working, how much time you dedicate to yourself and loved ones. And anyway, so then you had the number 2 hook idea. Number 3 is highlight the incredible Mary Kay opportunity profit potential. And the hook idea is my number 1 favorite thing about the Mary Kay opportunity. And then I think this is on InTouch. Number 4 is amplify success stories of those who have grown with your mentorship. Number 5 is share how you've grown professionally with Mary Kay. Number 6 is entertain the shareable and relatable content. So there's hook ideas on all of them, and then you just put the whatever it is in the context for the content. But you say that the sentence, the hook idea, like 3 important skill sets you must have to start a small business. And then you can, go into the content. So I think they're on Mary Kay InTouch. I'm not sure, but I do have the copy, which is kind of cool. I like that though, the hook idea. I'm wondering, I don't think I can go into my Facebook just to look at my stories and share it while we're live. But I go and I see people on there. I got people who comment on my stories all the time.
I know, I do too. And it's like people
Funny.
that are,
Yeah, so it's
I don't
funny
even,
to,
yeah.
yeah, yep. It's funny, but I don't even look to see who comments on them or likes them, but they're lurking. And,
Yeah.
and it's funny because she said the people who are no shows or the people who ghost you, or they're probably looking. And I've had people actually ask me if I've had an Instagram. You got an Instagram business account? Because what they're doing is they're lurking to see who you are. So let's do the 10-day challenge on the stories. I've been posting on stories, but do the 10-day challenge on stories, and let's see if what you post, like post random stuff, not just Mary Kay, post some Mary Kay, but random stuff, not a ton in one day, but just a couple of posts a day, because they only stay up for 24 hours. Link it to your Instagram. So when you post in one place, it goes to both. And then see how it goes. At the end of the 10 days, we'll go over it. But I'm saying, let's do it. Let's challenge. Let's do it. I post already there. So I've been
Yeah, I do too.
posting.
Yeah. I know I post Mary
Yeah,
Kay
so
stuff, but I
we're gonna
don't
try and
post
see.
other stuff. So yeah, I'll start posting other stuff. Because I notice people
Yeah.
that I haven't talked
See
to in a long
how
time. Huh?
people look. Yeah, see how people lurk and what they post if they look at your other posts more than just your Mary Kay post. So I post both. Sometimes I post different stuff randomly. So let's just kind of follow up and do it for 10 days and see what happens. Okay, so week number 3 of the summer camp. So on number 2, did you do the challenge for number 2? Did you create your lead generation bags with surveys or boxes or however you're going to generate leads? Did you do that? I was gone, so figure out how. Okay, and number 2 was figure out how your adventure and or debt you're going to pay for with your Mary Kay business. Get a game plan together on how to pay for that. And number 3 was get 3 surveys complete and share results next week. 3, yeah, you're supposed to share your results. 3 surveys, whether it's career surveys, skincare profile surveys, or some other surveys. You know, we used to have these little surveys when we were doing events that they filled out a survey to say, yes, they had a Mary Kay consultant, or what. We had ones sometimes for foundations, which was, you know, your foundation, your favorite foundation. We had all kinds of surveys. So pick a survey and get a few of those surveys for next week. Figure out your hostess incentives. Do you have hostess incentives already? I've done 50% off if they have a party of, you know, 3 or 5 people. I've done
Yeah, I have, or if they bring 2, or they get like 20% or $20 off, and if they bring 3 or 4 to 5, they'll get $40 off.
Right. And I used to do 75 for 35 a long time ago. Mary Kay had that hostess incentive. And so I did that as well. Okay, so book 5 appointments, facials, parties, or interviews. Did you book 5 appointments this last week?
Yes,
I can't
did.
say that I did. I did make phone calls while I was gone. I did make phone calls. I called my bridal list, and I followed up. I met somebody. I mailed a pampering pack out today. I did pass out a few cards while I was gone, you know, while I was traveling. Okay, so number 6 is listen to something for growth. Did you listen to something for growth?
Yeah, I did. I did
Okay.
I
For at
had
least 5
listened to
days.
something on YouTube
Okay.
about how to close.
So a lot of our speeches and stuff, I have access to, but you can get a lot of them like Holly Lowe's. If you want to re-listen to her, it's on YouTube. And this one that we just did, it's on YouTube. Emily Schutte, it's on YouTube. So a lot of the speeches are on YouTube. They're recorded and they put them on as a YouTube link, so we can re-listen to them. So you might want to check those out.
Yeah, I've
as
been
well.
listening. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've been on YouTube listening to different speeches and like that. So yeah, that's where I've been
Lisa
going.
Matson and Julia Burnett, all of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 7 was print your tracking sheets. Did you print your tracking sheets?
Yes.
Okay, good. That's good. I have my tracking sheet too somewhere. I had it printed. It's probably in my folder. Okay, so number 3 is week number 3. And then we're going to go over something. As soon as we go over these, I want to go over one more thing that we've been talking about. Okay, week number 3 is fluff up your party supplies so you are ready at a moment's notice. Can you make anything more simple? Can you make anything more simple? We're going to talk about simple in a minute. Number 2 is go through your PCP list, see who is missing, emails, birthdays, reach out to your clients. Yeah, go through your PCP. If you have their birthdays, I just text my birthday peeps out today again. I sent an email yesterday, sent out a text message today for all my customers that have birthdays to let them know they have 3 days left to get their birthday discount. So get your birthdays and emails for your people so you can actually send out e-cards from Mary Kay InTouch or emails. Number 3 is look at your inventory. Is it the right amount? Are you always having to order, or your people are having to wait, or are you using all the things? Skincare supplements are a priority. To me, skincare supplements are a priority. I do have makeup, but skincare supplements are a priority. Skincare and supplements, because I sell a lot of those. So that was number 3 that you're going to do this next week. And number 4 is add 1, 3, or 5 new customers. Add a new customer, just one or 2, 3. If you're doing faces, you should be able to add 3 or 5. Number 5 is book 1, 2, or 3 appointments. Pick what you want to book. And if you're small time and you just want to book one, just book one. But if you want to go for it, then book 3 or 4 or 5. Emily, she said she does in person. What did she say? 50 to 70 faces in person a month. Yeah, a month. And she works 70% in person and 30% virtual. So, I mean, people are booking. Okay, so number 6, sell $200. Pick the amount you want to sell it. 200, 300, 500, or 700 this week. Figure out where your goal is and what you want to sell. Number 7 is look at the vision and dream book 2 times a day for 10 minutes. So your goal poster, your vision book, look at it every single day, 2 times a day. And number 8 is enroll your PCP. I've already enrolled my PCP, so I'll be working on the rest of them and booking more people. I'm
Yeah, I've
going
got mine
to.
all of mine enrolled. Yeah, I'm just
Yeah,
waiting on
mine
this
are-
week to see how many more I get to enroll.
Right. Yeah. Because the deadline is August 1st.
Right, I know. But I have 5 appointments this week, so
Yeah.
I
You
just
see, I know I always enroll them and then I do some faces and then I have to add some more people.
yeah.
Because they purchase. So yeah, it's a good thing. So I'll try to make a list of all these right here and try to type it up and put it on Facebook so you guys get it for this next week to work on. And just keep going. I mean, it's just basically what we're doing is working on the customers. Now, Tandy Fisher's 45 customer to do quarter sales. Now, one of my friends, she actually said that her and her unit, or 6 of her top girls, analyzed Tandy's system. And her question to her girls was, how can we make this more simple? How can we make this more simple? And I'm going to play what she said. I asked her, I said, share your thoughts on how to simplify it. And so this is what you're going to see the box.
Hey, Valerie, we just did what we've asked ourselves, like in my unit, me mainly, but in my unit, how can we make things more simple? What's the simplest way to do it? So I would ask yourself that first, because it may not apply to y'all like it does to us. But we ended up, I'm at seminar, so we just finished awards night. We just got back to the house and we're cooking dinner. But we did it to where we didn't need all those product pages printed. We didn't need the things where it had all the products to sell and you checked it off. That would just send me over the edge. And we did a chart where it was just what your client is ordering every month. And then we kind of revised the chart of products so that you could look and know what to sample. We had already created a sample sheet. We've already done all that. We've done that for summer camp. And we just started in July through June, and you'd write your client's name down, or you could do it in Excel. Those were the changes that we made, basically. And we have that Beauty Boutique app that we're using. It's got all the products on it. And so that's what we did. Those were the things we changed, made it simple, put it in our tracking notebooks, easy breezy. So I've already started a list with my clients, and then I can look at it and go, okay, this person's not on this person's not on this, and I sample it out, try to get them on it, and we're getting our people. Oh, and the other thing that was brilliant, now this was my idea. So let's say you've got 150 clients, and you're sitting there as a seasoned consultant, and you're going, how am I gonna, I didn't want to go back and write all that stuff down. That just drove me crazy. So I just started on July 1st with my seasoned clients and new clients our goal is to have 45 new that spend 1,000 with us, but then our seasoned ones, we want to get them to 1,000. And so we just started it with, so had all these orders in July, I just wrote their name down and how much they bought. And then I'm just going to work, because you kind of know what your people are on, right? And work to grab them to 1,000, because then you've got your seasoned people and 45 new that you're working with. And that's a great goal to have, right? So that's what we did.
Okay, so did that make sense at all?
No.
No, it didn't. Did you
Not
even look
really.
at the 45 to Thrive?
Huh?
Did you look at the 45 to Thrive at all? How to have 45 customers to do 45,000 in the year?
No.
Okay, so we watched the first two videos on that, and it's about making a binder and keeping track of all of them and getting them on. She picked like 25 products. If you could get your customers on these 25 products, they will purchase $1,000 within the year just by purchasing these products. And so I posted it in Facebook. That's where I captured it and put it in my Bible study group. But it is, there's something there. You don't have to have, like, one gal that did the quarter sales. She was queen. She has like 1,500 customers or 4,000 customers. I'm just going like, wow, that is like way too much for my brain to even wrap around. Can you imagine doing PCP on 1,500 customers?
No.
Or 4,000 customers? Can you imagine sending a book out, how much that would be? I
Yeah.
think of how much it would be, but you have to make sure their addresses and they don't move and everything's good and blah, 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 all the things. That would be like a lot for me to try to track. I mean, I have only 350, just under 400 customers, and it's a lot for me to track with that. I couldn't imagine adding another 1,000 to it and trying to track it. But maybe I'd be queen if I had another 1,000 customers. Maybe I should work to get 1,000 more customers. But it's a lot of tracking. I know Monica was queen one year and she said she had 700 customers, I think, 500 to 700 customers. And she was queen one year. So I know there is something to that, but Tandy's making it to where you can have 45 customers, and if they're on these products, and it's in the link that I posted. Everything's in there. Okay, let me share. Everything's in there. So okay. Let me share again. Okay, so everything's in this 45 to Thrive. It's about building your customer base. And we watched the first video. We watched the second video. The one we haven't watched is this one.
Hi, my name is Tandy Fisher, $1 Million Sales Director from Rockford, Illinois, and this is video 3 of 45 to Thrive. So if you haven't seen videos 1 and 2 yet, make sure to stop this and go back and watch those first. Okay, today we're going to be talking about the Mary Kay survey and the customer profile and how you would use those. So the Mary Kay survey has become one of my favorites. You want to have a lot of these printed and have them ready for every single in-person appointment you do. Now, you can do them with like current customers. You could call and ask them the questions. You could send it to them and ask them to fill it out. But the way that I've used it is just in person when I have someone sitting there. So I'll typically have them do this later because they've filled out their profile in the beginning. We've done their makeover, and then they've placed their order. And while they are ordering, tends to be like when I will have them fill this out, but you could put this anywhere within that appointment that you're working with that customer. So this is just saying at the top, it says, as your Mary Kay beauty consultant, I want to meet all your beauty needs and expectations. I want you to have the best Mary Kay experience possible. My hope is that you fall in love with your fabulous products, and my mission is to be the best beauty consultant ever. I want to serve you in the best way possible, even if you're only a mascara user. So she puts her name here. And the first question is, what's the best customer service experience you've had? This one's just kind of helps you to know what is important to her. Also, if she's in the same town as you, it's kind of cool to learn about other, other businesses in your community that have great customer service. Number 2 is, do you use social media? And it has Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. That's a place where you could let her know where you are and how you can follow each other. Number 3 is family. Do you have kids, pets? Are you married? What are their names? Now, this one I love because if you're like me, like I'll be talking with them and I'll think that I'll remember and then I don't. So this is just a great way to be able to go back and remember those things that are important, and important to her, so you can go back and check it anytime. Number 4 says, what's your dream vacation destination? Now this one I almost ditched and I decided, no, it has become a really great conversation. So it can work in 2 ways. One, just to find like what her dreams are or what and why she wants to go those places. The other could be because if she chooses to join your team, now these dreams, like this can be a reason that she starts a Mary Kay business to save money for this dream vacation. So it's pretty cool to see how that conversation goes. Number 5 is, please circle all products you currently use regardless of the brand. If you regularly use other skincare or glam products, please list it. So you'll notice the products listed there are the products in the 25 customers or the 25 products for the 45 customers that we have. And so you're going to find out, like maybe she says she's using microdermabrasion and she's not using it from you. So you can ask, like, what brand are you using? Or maybe it's the eye makeup remover, something else. And you can ask what brand, what she likes about it. And then you could ask, like, would you be willing to try mine, the Mary Kay brand, on the right side of your face and your brand on the left side of your face, and tell me the difference that you notice. So now she's kind of doing the research for you and feeling the difference. You always want her to use the Mary Kay on the right side because it's the right product. We know. Okay, so these Mary Kay surveys are really fun. And then you're going to want to go into this alphabet tab and you're going to want to categorize them by last name. You want to file them by last name. The next question is the customer profile, or the next page is customer profile. So you'll notice on what Erin Marlowe did, I love it, that you can go in and you can add her photo into that. So you have the real picture of her. You can type as much of that in as you want to, or you can keep it digital and be keeping track of all this digitally should you choose to. You don't have to print like hardly anything. You could use it all digital if you choose. But what you're going to find here are check marks by all the 25 products. So you can keep track of what she is using. And you'll notice, like under Clinical Solutions Booster, it has a line to tell which one she's using. So this is just a place to track what she's using and to keep track of currently using how many products out of these 25. We know she's going to be using other products too, but these specifically. And then there's a place to write her additional products as well. So it's just another great place to keep track of your customer if you want to keep it that detailed. And again, you'll file her under her last name on the tab. So this survey, going back to that one with the different products, if she's using different brands, that can help you also to know which products that you want to send out by sample version with the coupons that we talked about in the last video. So there's just so many ways to track, again, whether it's paper or digital, that you can do what works for you. And if you want to shift some of those products up and change some things that work for you, do it. And again, maybe you're brand new and this is just, you love organization, or maybe you're not so great at organization, so you're so glad to have a tool. So whatever that is and anything in between, it's just a way for you to track those 45 customers that would use $1,000 of product every year, which would put you on the national court of sales, earning a diamond ring and extra money for your household. How incredible is this? You guys, we have such an incredible opportunity in this business to make money and to serve people. So when we serve people with the best customer service possible, and this is just a tool to help you to do that, it will show them how important they are. It will make them feel important. And isn't that what Mary Kay told us to do? To pretend like everyone is wearing an invisible sign around their neck that says, make me feel important. So I can't wait to hear all the results that you have from this and how you've made this work for you and implemented it with all the other amazing things that you're already doing. So I hope this blesses you, and this is just wishing you.
Okay, so there's a sheet in this. When you click on this link for Canva, when you click on the Canva link, there's a sheet in there that's got all of these. This just tells you, I mean, you could put it in a book, right? It's right here, the Canva link. And you can edit it. You can change the products up in there, view template. Open an editor. It's to get 45 customers on 25 products. And here's the list right there, and I can't enlarge it, so I don't know how to make it bigger. Oops, like that. So the product is they'll buy 2 miracle sets within the year. Replenish serum, 1 replenish serum C+E, 1 hydrogel eye patches. And you can a balancing toner, brow liner, lip liner, 2 lipsticks. So you can change it up on the product. So this is just a basic list that you can change up to make sure that it all adds up to $1,000. So the wholesale would be $500. But that's, and to get 25 customers or 45 customers on 25 products. So that's what this is. That's what her product is doing. Whoops, I should have. Exit full screen. There we go. So I posted that in the Facebook group, and that's what that is there. And she gave you a Canva tutorial on how to change it up and all of everything. But if you have 45 customers, you could get them on 25 products. And she talked about the samples. And so did Robin. She talked about the samples. So what it is you look at the list of products that you want to use. And your customers are on certain products, and so you check them because they're purchasing these products. But you have a lot of, on the list, you have other products that they're not using, that they have never tried. Well, you could sample those products out to get them on, give them a sample when they order, or mail them a sample of a new product to get them to purchase the new product. Like you can give them a C+E serum. Mary Kay makes those samples, but some of them you may have to make up the sample yourself to try to get them to try other products besides of what the miracle set that they get. So that's what that is. Trying to get 45 people on 25 products, and you'll complete the court of sales. It'll be $45,000. Does that make sense now?
Yeah, it does.
Okay, so we're going to wrap this up, but a couple of things I'm excited about. One is they're going to come out with a new shopping experience for the customers on your website. So the website is going to change up. I'm not sure when, but they're in the making it easier for customers to shop on your website and funner for them and to connect with you better. To connect with you, to build a relationship with you and shop on your website. So that's going to change, which I'm excited about that. And then because the website kind of, I'm not real happy with it the way it is, but I have several people that order off the website, but sometimes it's hard to navigate through there to get what they want. Okay, so the other thing is the foundation app that they're coming out with to match foundations to their skin. Foundation, like our Skin Analyzer app, well, this will be a foundation analyzer app. Foundation to their, you guys will be able to use that to match foundations, which will make it easier for you all to match foundations. Even a new consultant will be able to use it. And I hope you're using the Skin Analyzer app,
Man.
because that actually is a place to start where people need to start with the basic skincare to get started. And then they'll see, they can check their skin as it's improving. They can do an analyze their skin to see, and so they can start adding the products on the list to purchase, which is really good to upsell them. So they need to download the app. So that's really good. And the Mirror Me app for the makeover contest, the Mirror Me app, they can go in there and put their face in there and actually put the color looks on there, save the photo and turn it in for the makeover contest. They can fill out the form and turn it in. So there's apps to help with all of those things. Have you used any of those?
Yeah, I have.
That's good. We need to take advantage of those because that helps. I use the Skin Analyzer more than the Mirror Me app, but I need to do more makeovers and get them entered in the contest. So I'll figure out, maybe we can do another Saturday Blitz in August. Figure out what day that will be, and then we can book for those time slots. You know, have a couple of appointments, like one at 11 and one at 2, or you know, you have to allow time to do the facials and close them. And it takes at least an hour, and then you have to clean up and regroup for the makeovers. So, yeah. So I'll figure out a date and we'll kind of book for those time slots. Like we did last time, and get people to come.
Yeah.
That's it. There's just a lot of new products coming out. The concealers are amazing. The tubes are a little bit bigger. And those color palettes that are coming out, the texture of the colors are really soft, like the ones we had, I think, last fall or the fall before. The texture, the way it feels, it just really feels good. Those are coming back. They got the 2 palettes coming back. And the lip balms to go with those. I think they're lip balms because they're really sheer. They're not like a lipstick. They're more like a lip balm. So they're sheer in color, but they're not the pH intuitive lip balms. They don't change colors, but they're really sheer colors. So those are coming out as well. I think that's it. Do you have anything you want to add, Lois? Any questions?
No, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do the star quarter again. So we're going to travel. So if you guys are star consultants, then you'll be able to join and get your customers on to travel with us to the countries that we're going to, which is kind of cool. I kind of like that. That we can actually invite our customers to join us on the excursion to wherever we're going. And then also Fall Advance or Fall Retreat with Janice Trude and Katrina is October 17th and 18th. I think I'm gonna work on getting that done too as well. I've never been to Janice Trude's retreats before. It's always in Cambria. But Katrina's going to be there. So I usually try to go to Katrina's retreats, but she's going to actually be at this one. So it is $195 to, I'm going to look up the flyer, $195 to go. But I think all your food, let me find the flyer. I think you get 5 meals, all the conference fees, handouts, and training materials. So that's what it covers. It's October 17th to the 19th. So it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Whew, it's a lot. 5 meals.
I've been to that before. I've been to her retreat over there in Cambria.
Cambria. Was it good?
It was very good. Yes.
Yeah, well, and
very good teaching.
Brittany Jinx is gonna be there. Leah Carter's gonna be there. Lindsay Kramer's gonna be there. Mary Kay staff is gonna be there. Jackie and Amanda are gonna be there from Mary Kay. So it's gonna be good, but I would plan on going. I mean, I put it on the calendar. Let me see when the deadline is to register. Yeah, I don't see. Doesn't say. It's just a limited space available. Registration is now open. So we have to go to her website and find out the details of payment options. She might have payment options and lodging. So I know that it's got to be limited, but I know a lot of people are going to want to go. So, and that's in October. Got to think that far ahead. You can't wait till the weekend before and decide you want to go, because that won't happen. There won't be any openings. But go to the website. I posted the flyer. I'll post it again if I need to, so people can get the website and check it out. And since I think it would be good for people to go, since we didn't have that many attend besides me seminar, so you can actually get more of the Mary Kay pink bubble. I mean, I think it'd be good. You liked it up there in Cambria before? I haven't been to Cambria in years. Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice.
It'd be nice.
Because like when you took a break, you could go down to the ocean and just kind of sit and enjoy the ocean. And then the last day we had lunch at the Moonstone Beach Cafe, and it was really good. But the actual the conference was very good. A lot of Janice Trude's really good, and they had neat workshops, and you got to do your goal poster, and they had all the magazines, so you know, clip out your pictures and made a go poster and like that, and then you showed them at the end of it and stuff. So
yeah, it may be a little different this time. This is her last one because she's retiring. A lot of people are retiring, and you know, you got to take advantage when you can while they're here. Not that they won't do anything after they retire. It's just that she's doing one here and one in Texas. So I just think it's kind of neat. Katrina's going to be there. Katrina, I know, will bring the techie stuff. She'll be training probably on techie stuff, but I think it would be good if we had a group of us go together and take advantage of it, because she'll be retired in January, December 30th. All the nationals retire December 31st, New Year's Eve, and then they go on retirement in January. They actually go across leadership stage as an emeritus, so which will be in Nashville in January. It'll be in Nashville again. So yeah,
be nice. Yeah.
That
and that place, that motel there, that it's really nice where you stay. The rooms are like really pretty, and they're like antique type decor, so it's really pretty.
Yeah, I haven't been to Cambria in years, like since the 70s. It's been a long time. So it would be good. It's right on I know it's up there on the coast. It's nice and cool. It's not hot like down here, so that would be good. But anyway, okay, so if you have any questions, I'll get some dates together for when we're going to do the things like we did last time, the facials and then the makeovers, so we can get people invited. And then I'll post also the week number 3 things to do for the summer camp. And then you guys I'll get the YouTube link, or I'll make a YouTube link from the recording tonight so you guys can watch it. But if you can, go to YouTube and look at the seminar speeches. I have access to some of them in my Bible study group. Somebody put a whole bunch of them in there. So I'll try to grab them so you guys can continue to watch them and be inspired. They got nuggets in those speeches. You know, who would have thought people would be lurking on, on Facebook on our stories, which is kind of cool. I don't know. Different. Kind of weird, but different.
Yeah.
You gotta be open to the things, if you want unless you're gonna go out and warm chat people and try to meet people, then you gotta take advantage of what we got, you know, because the times are moving differently than the way they were 20 years ago. So, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know I approached somebody who was lurking on my story and I said, "Hey, have you ever tried Mary Kay before? Would you like to, have a free facial?" And they said, "No, thank you," like that. And then they stopped lurking at me.
Oh, yeah, they
I
might
was
do
like,
that
"Oh,
too.
yeah." So that was kind of different. Mm.
Well, and the people that I've been meeting, I just want to mail them a pampering pack. I don't know if I really want them, like one of them, of course, is in North Carolina, so I mailed it out today. But I met her at Whole Foods when we were shopping. When she was at our checkout, when we were doing self-checkout, she was helping. And and we are going to get a Whole Foods here. It's going to be on the corner of Coffee and the Rosedale Highway.
Mm.
I wondered what that building was that they were building. As you're going up Coffee Road, cross over Rosedale Highway, behind Lowe's over there, they're building something.
Yeah.
Big building, concrete building. I think it's going to go right there.
A
So
lot of stuff's going to be going right there that got that Hemmings, all the across the street too. So they're going to be building a lot of stuff right there.
right.
So,
Yep. And the PG&E place. I mean, all those power lines and all that stuff. So it's kind of cool. Anyway, okay. So good night, Facebook. We're going to end and then I'll stop the recording.